everyone, how are you? I hope you all are fine. So in this video we will discuss about social science of class 9 from NCERT book, okay? And we are reading geography chapter 5, okay? That is natural vegetation and wildlife, okay? So let us discuss one by one all the points. So our first point is what is natural. So it means what? It means the substance, the things. We can write anything. We can write both the things like things or substance. So here I will write. It means the things that we get from nature. Called what? Called natural. Okay. The things that we get from nature is called natural. Okay. So here the natural means the things that we get from nature. It means the things that we get from nature. Get from nature called natural. Okay. And the man-made things what is called? That is called artificials. So our next term is vegetation. What is vegetation? Let's discuss. It means plant grow in a particular area. Okay. Vegetation means the plant grow in particular area. Means area where the plant grow. Okay. Only the plant grow. And third one is what? Third one is wildlife. What is wildlife? Okay, it means life about animals. Okay, life about animals, or we can also write here life about wild animals, not domestic animals, because we know where is domestic animals can live. That we know all that cow lives in house. Okay, horses lives in stable. So there are many. Sorry, cow not stay in house. They stay in shed. Cow shed. Okay. So here is the meaning of the chapter, that what we read here, the things that we natural things. Let us discuss about the natural vegetation. What is natural vegetation and its wildlife? We have discussed here the terms that one by one terms like what is natural, what is vegetation and wildlife. It means in this chapter we will read about the natural vegetation and its wildlife. It means the plant that we get from nature. And wildlife, it means where the wildlife, it means where the wild animals live. Okay. So our first term is what is natural vegetation. Natural vegetation refers to a plant community. It means it refers to a what? It refers to a plant community which has grown naturally without human disturbance for a long time. It means the plant that we get from that we get naturally, that grow naturally, that we get naturally. Okay, not only plant, the whole plant group, the whole plant species, the whole plant what community where it is serves or treat. Okay, so without human disturbance, it means the human cannot help the plant to grow as well, but it only grown by naturally. Okay, without human activities, without human disturbance for a long time, it means long period of time, means large number of time, the are similar to a long period of time. Okay, so I hope you understand what is natural vegetation, the plant that grow naturally without any human disturbance. Okay, with the help of nature, not with the help of human. Okay, so here one more things I would like to discuss. I hope you know. I hope you all know, but what is flora? I hope you all know that flora, it refers to plant species. Okay, the species that refers to what? The plant species, plant community or plant group. Okay, and here next one is what? Fauna. Okay, here the trick is that here after F we get A, so A for animal. So it refers to what? It refers to animals species. Okay, I hope you all know these two terms. What is flora and what is fauna? Flora is a term that is refers to plant species, and fauna is a term that is refers to animal species. So let's move further, and here is the point that what is land? What is land now? Not how land affect the vegetation, means factor affecting the vegetation. First one is what? Land. How land, one more things we can write here, that factor affecting the natural vegetation. Okay, so first, second and third one. Our first one is what? Land, soil, temperature. Okay, we are in this video we will read about all these three. So okay, so how land affect? Okay, I have mentioned here that factor affecting that land, soil and temperature. So I have only written here how land affect natural vegetation. Okay, so here land affects natural vegetation directly or indirectly, both. It means land affects the natural vegetation directly or indirectly, both. Means it also affect direct also, and it also indirectly, means indirectly and directly both. Okay, our second point is the land influences the type of vegetation. It means the type of land, the land influences the type of vegetation. It means the type of vegetation lie on the what? On the land, not in the air. Okay, so the fertile level is generally devoted to agriculture. It means if in the land there is a fertility of this, if the soil have the fertility, great fertility to grow crops, so here the fertility level generally devoted to agriculture. It means if the soil, if the land have fertile level, so high fertile level, so the is generally devoted to what? It generally devoted to agriculture. It means the soil have to have ability to fertile. So in that type of soil, the farmers used the soil for agriculture. So our fourth point is the rough and terrains are area where the grassland and woodlands develop and give shelter to a wildlife. A simple meaning is that a grassland or a woodland that give a shelter to a variety of wildlife. It means the wild animals that they move on onward way on the ground, not in the air, because on the air only few animals are moving, like birds species are moving on the and are moving on the air, moving in the air. So rest of the wildlife are moving on the land. Even human are also living on land. Okay. So our third one is soil. Soil. Okay. How it affects. How soil effect. It means how soil affects. The different types of soil provide basis for different types of vegetation. It means the different type of soil. It means there are many different types of soils are available in the on the land. Okay. So they also provide different types of vegetation. It means different types of plants, like for example, here are some plants named like in marshy soils in marshy soils the mangrove trees are only available, not the hair of the like a papaya tree and a banana tree. They want different types of soil. It means they want to grow in marshy soil. They only grow in normal soils. Okay. So in marshy soils only the marshy, it means the soil which below the soil there is a water, so that place become sticky and marshy type. So the soil are there present are called marshy, and am for marshy, and there is also famous tree called mangrove trees are grow only there. Okay. So second one is sandy soil. You know what is sandy soil. It made from sands. Okay. Like in Rajasthan, there is a sandy soils. In there, what plants are grow? Like cactus, etc. Okay, and more types of soils are available for different types of vegetations. Okay, so let's move further. And here, last one is what is temperature? What is temperature? Not here is how temperature affect the how temperature affect the same thing, natural vegetation. Okay, so our first point is the character and extent of vegetation are mainly determined by temperature along humidity in the air, precipitation and soil. Okay, so the extent of vegetation are mainly determined by what? They can mainly determined by temperature along with, it means humidity in the air. Humidity, it means air with water. Okay, some water particles, water molecules are present in the air, so that is called humidity. Okay, and precipitation we will read later. Okay, and it means the process rainfall. It's only about the rainfall. Okay, so the rainfall also affect the vegetation. If the rainfall are 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 representing simultaneous, then the crops are growing as usual. But if the rainfall stops, the crops go on destroyed. Okay. So our second point is temperature affects the type of vegetation. I have already said that temperature affect the natural vegetations and its growth. Also the growth will also affect it and change it from tropical to subtropical temperature and alpine vegetation. It means it also changes from tropical to subtropical temperature and alpine vegetation. Okay. So these are the factors affecting of natural vegetation. So in the next chapter we will read about precipitations and more terms with the and more terms about the natural vegetation and wildlife. Okay, so that's all for today. Take care. Goodbye.